we just stole Santa.
Well, alright, it's officially the Christmas season now that it's November 1st, if we're going by the logic of this trailer. Either way, DreamWorks TV World has released a brand new mini trailer for very much just a simple little side project. This is The Bad Guys, A Very Bad Holiday. It's your classic little special episode of a spin-off of a movie that's already based off of a novel series, with our titular characters doing Christmassy hijinks.
We'll steal gifts and then break into houses to leave them.
It's fun. It's just a nice, simple little thing on the side. However, I've never really gotten into these kind of TV special spin-offs. You know, some people think I'm weird enough to be in my 20s and watching these things in the cinemas. I'm definitely not the type to watch every single one of these TV series. And this is clearly the kind of project that's meant to be the niche of the niche, right? I guess it's if you're a die-hard fan or you're just a kid, this is who it's marketed to. And I think you can kind of see that in just the presentation of this trailer. It looks pretty good, obviously. It's still the Bad Guys aesthetic, but it's very much sort of a lower budget, weirder looking animation style. There's none of that 2D flair of hand-drawn animation. It's also a little bit more flat, I guess you could say. Is it like the outlines are missing? It looks a bit cheaper. There's a shot of something exploding onto a building, and like the physics of that animation are similarly cheap. This is just a simple little side project to enjoy for the Christmas season, and I'm probably not going to watch it because I really don't think it's set for me. But it's interesting to actually see how a franchise continues and how it is remarketed, because I don't actually look at this very often. So the premise of this little special is said to be half an hour long as well. It's just about the guys doing a Christmas heist. But in being the bad guys, and this being a prequel to the main movie, they also still want to be good guys about it. So they steal the gifts to then deliver to the customers, which is a little bit strange. If it's a prequel, surely they don't care about being bad people. But, you know, whatever. It's just a simple little Christmas heist movie.
Let's go do some good so we can be bad.
What I found extra interesting, though, is that going into the production details of this movie, it was originally announced exactly a year ago, November 2022, as just like, you know, a classic holiday-themed special. Sure, nothing special there. However, when you compare the production and the crew and the cast compared to the, you know, mainline DreamWorks movie, back then that was directed by Pierre Perifel. This time, it's directed by someone else entirely different, right? Fine. Absolutely normal, you would expect that. This time it's Brett Harlan, which is normal, fine. But then they also announced in October of 2023, so literally just last month, after 11 months of build-up to this little non-consequential production, it was revealed that none of the original film cast would be reprising their respective roles at all. None of them. When I watched the trailer, I very much noticed that Awkwafina wasn't Miss Tarantula, and I mean, maybe that makes sense that they're big-name celebrities.
That's not good.
Cover your eyes.
But to not have anybody is so strange to see from a marketing perspective. I guess because it is just a niche spin-off side project, they assume that kids aren't really gonna care that they got the big name numbers involved. But it just seems surprising to me, you know, you had... is Lily Singh really not available that much? I mean, I'm sure she'd love to be in another thing if you gave her the offer, you know? But no, wolf, shark, piranha, snake, tarantula, Fluffit, who is Lily Singh's usually, the shaved ice vendor, DJ Trudy Tood, and Chief Misty Luggins, all replaced.
We use the shaved ice machine to make snow.
And they sound faintly familiar to the characters, but not really. That being said, this movie is not set to be entirely destroyed just yet, because after all, the original creator and author of even the novel series, Aaron Blabay, will serve as scriptwriter for this special, so it's very much still going to be in theme. It just seems so weird to me to see just like the production backgrounds of like, oh, we're going to make this gigantic production. Whether it's based off of a novel or not, we've made this major thing for DreamWorks, or we are DreamWorks. We're going to send it out, and then we need to cut it up for little TV specials to make a little side thing on the side for TV presence or whatever. Remove all of the celebrity status and just super cut down the budget to knowingly make a lesser product, not just because obviously you're not making 2 hours, but just like it doesn't look the same, it doesn't sound the same, it's just husking along like a ghost. It's very strange. Is this the correct kind of bait to make a terrible episode out of? Or is it just this is an industry standard, and it's just something I find a little weird, you know? Like, are there bad guy fans that are really disappointed by the fact that they're making this and it doesn't look as good as it could be? Maybe it's fine anyway. I mean, the actual direct premise, now that I'm actually reading it instead of just trying to understand it from glancing at the trailer, is when Christmas is cancelled due to a major accident caused by the bad guys involving a giant Santa Claus parade balloon, the bad guys would have to abandon their citywide holiday heist and rekindle the holiday spirit by giving instead of taking. Which, again, are they not the bad guys? This is set to be a prequel to the main movie to, I don't know, get around something. But then why would they do good things?
If folks don't stay home to celebrate, we won't be able to clean the city out.
We were gonna rob the bank.
DreamWorks Animation Television is the production company behind all of this. I feel like I need to dig more into, like, their history, because maybe they're just, like, something easy to digest on for a while, you know? I mean, I'm sure they've made Trolls TV series of sorts, you know? It feels very much like the Boss Baby TV that I did ages ago. When I saw this trailer suggested to me, it was sent via someone on our Discord server, so thank you to you if you sent that my way. I was actually kind of excited. The Bad Guys was like a highlight of a movie last year, and to see it's just kind of a side corner shaving of its original self. It doesn't need to be a major budget production, you know, it doesn't need to be the price of a gigantic film just quartered down, but I don't know, it just feels a little bit soulless. But I guess that's just the corporate machine doing its corporate things. Yeah, I'm finding a lot of Trolls things when I research DreamWorks TV World, the YouTube channel with 1.25 million subscribers. My Jesus. At the very least, it is 3D animation. I can't shoot it down for that. I'm seeing a lot of 2D stuff on the Trolls side of things, and I think it's kind of nice that it's at least vaguely fitting to the actual art style of the original movie, even if it is a little cut down on the budget. I think this might be an interesting look into how to be efficient with a franchise, how to efficiently recreate the same source material that the, you know, fans obviously love, whilst cutting down on the budget and making some corners cut in a way that doesn't really ruin the overall theme. I still don't understand the theme that they're the bad guys doing good things now, but I think a lot of it will come down to what does it turn out to be once we actually see it, you know? Now this movie, special, it's just a special, comes out November 30th, supposedly, so only 4 weeks away from now. I'm probably going to give it a look purely out of interest, because by default, I would want to say that this is terrible. It looks visually okay for the most part until you sort of look at, like, any of the weird framings going on more in the background. But I think it's just the sound that's really dragging me down. It's a shame to see such a magnificent production turned into something so much more notably lesser, but that might just be the way things go. Similarly, this movie is just premiering on Netflix. What is it about Netflix just sort of chucking things out, you know? But hey, maybe, you know, maybe it'll delightfully surprise me in its weird little way. Maybe it'll have all the Christmas spirit charm that I really want out of a Christmas movie, you know? If it can hit the same vibes as Home Alone 1, the best Christmas movie there is, then hey, maybe it's not too bad. I don't know. Of the cast that has been announced as voicing some of these characters, only one of them actually has a link on their Wikipedia page. Previously working on Batman Unlimited, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, and Once Upon a Studio. He's Mickey Mouse! Oh my god, okay. Mickey Mouse, the voice of Mickey Mouse in Once Upon a Studio, is Mr. Snake in this circumstance. Let's hear that again.
What? You never seen an ab before?
Cough it up.
He's pretty damn good then, I gotta say, actually. I mean, they may not be whoever Snake was in the original, Mark Maron over here, but that's pretty damn cool. You know what? Just on that name alone, I'm a little bit more hooked and into this movie than I might have been before. He also did Les Miserables on stage in 2003. Why am I not surprised? Either way, this was very much just a non-consequential little side shaving of a major movie. I was interested when I saw the thumbnail and title of it on a little suggestion feed, and now that I'm looking at it, it could just be pretty alright. It's got all the potential. It could be terrible with its voice work and limited animation, or it might just be a nice little fun side thing. It's more the bad guys, you know? And the bad guys is a pretty decent foundation to really start from, you know? For being a film that very much is a high influence in the next direction of the animation industry, this is not a bad start to step forwards on from here. So I guess we'll just have to see during the real Christmas season. I'll accept that it's Christmas season from November 30th at the earliest. November is not Christmas, guys. It's just because us Brits don't have Thanksgiving. To be fair, Christmas decorations have been around in our shops since September 1st. We have an issue over here. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to see whether The Bad Guys, A Very Bad Holiday trailer is in fact bad. The Bad Guys, A Very Bad Holiday. Oh god, I'm already trying to wrap my head around how on earth I would title this video in the future. Either way, I'll stop rambling for now. My name's been Daz. You didn't really care. Tell me your thoughts on this weird little side shaving. Maybe you're used to it. Are you familiar with TV side spin-off little micro pieces? I'd be curious to know, because my only real experience is the Boss Baby one and some Toy Story specials, which were incredible in comparison. So, I guess we'll just have to see. And I'll see you in a bit.
Better get a move on it.